taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sooners will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be... Up to 17. Looking to throw, it's Saying. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show, or listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Looking to scramble. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The snap sets up to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach,
sneaks it in.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. This is a designed run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, the ground game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Unleashed an aerial assault last time that took him right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
To the air on 1st down. Bears the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To throw, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. He's got him. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And now on second down for this offense. They just keep firing. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Now on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Burks. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll immediately call timeout.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires on the move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. No, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Sayin. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oklahoma 14, Ohio State 7.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This quarterback part of their running game. Got the 1st down and more. He's loose. At the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch, it's Rodgers. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
And when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Calls his own number. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Sooners are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Inside the 15. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made it look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
The number one...